An illegal migrant driving a semi-truck in Florida has killed 3 people as he tried to illegally do a U-turn on the motorway. These are the kind of people that are coming into America. I mean, it's just an absolute disgrace, guys. You know, America obviously has the same issues that we have here in Ireland. So let's watch this one, guys.
The Trump administration now investigating a deadly Florida crash allegedly caused by an illegal migrant truck driver.
And officials say the suspect couldn't read English or understand road signs despite getting a commercial driver's license from 2 sanctuary states.
A sanctuary state in America is basically where states we can bring in foreign people like California, New York, and you can actually give them driver's licenses. Like, that is absolutely insane. Like, absolutely insane.
Lucas Thomason is live in Washington with the details. Good morning, Lucas.
Good morning, Lawrence. Transportation Secretary Sean Duffy has launched a new investigation into this deadly Florida highway crash involving an illegal alien. Preliminary report says if states had followed the rules, the driver would have never been behind the wheel. It also says the driver responsible for that fatal crash that killed 3 people, quote, the driver failed the assessment of providing correct responses to just 2 of 12 verbal questions and only accurately identifying 1 of 4 highway traffic signs.
So this guy should not have been driving. It is California's fault that 3 people now are dead in Florida because California is this woke, liberal, left-wing state. And Florida, obviously, way more right-leaning, Trump being there, Mar-a-Lago and all these different areas that he owns in Florida. But it says that he couldn't even pass these driver assessments. 2 out of 12 verbal questions and 1 out of 4 highway traffic signs. Now, in the US, he'll explain here, you can actually do a U-turn, but only people like the police and stuff can do a U-turn on that part of the road. But he tried to do a U-turn on himself, and he's not allowed to. Just crazy stuff, guys. He literally hasn't a clue how to drive, killing 3 people. It's disgusting. And he doesn't even care. He just has this blank look in his face like it's just another day, It's just like another day.
Here's more from Secretary Duffy on X posting, here's what we know. Washington State improperly issued the driver a full-term commercial driver's license. Asylum seekers or illegal aliens are not allowed to receive this. New Mexico failed to conduct an English language proficiency test when they pulled the driver over for speeding. Had they done this, the driver would not have been on the road. We are also looking into California's issuance of the commercial driver's license. The failures here are despicable, and non-enforcement and radical immigration policies have turned the trucking industry into a lawless frontier, resulting in unqualified foreign drivers improperly acquiring licenses to operate 40-ton vehicles. The president and I moved quickly to require drivers to speak English, our national language, and launch a full-scale audit of how these licenses are doled out.
Yeah, 100%. That's great to see the president, Trump, trying to get people they have to all speak English that are driving these 40-ton vehicles. And do an audit, guys, of how the hell people actually acquire these licenses. It's absolutely ludicrous that a refugee or an illegal migrant can get a license. Like, how the hell is that even possible? That's disgusting. My uncle-in-law, my grandma's sister's husband in the US, I only have one family in the US. He is a trucker. And, it's great money. You can make amazing money from being a trucker, actually, transporting stuff around the place. But these jobs should be for Americans. I don't know why the hell they have just random people driving trucks and buses. It's just crazy shit, Now
here's more about the driver. Harjinder Singh is accused of killing 3 people in a minivan in Florida after you showed the video after attempting an illegal U-turn through a highway last week in Fort Pierce, marked official use only, with his massive tractor trailer blocking the highway of a 4-lane highway. And the 28-year-old illegal alien faces deportation and 3 counts of homicide. The trucking company is also under review. And guys, that accident happened just an hour north of Palm Beach in Mar-a-Lago, guys.
Wow, thanks, Lucas. And we have it all caught on video. Washington State is not allowed to issue a commercial driver's license to illegal aliens. They did. New Mexico failed to conduct an English proficiency test, and they pulled the driver over for speeding. Had they done that, the driver would not have been on the road.
So yeah, he's had loads of different encounters with the police there. So he's had 2018 crossed the California border, or crossed the, I think that's actually California border. I'm not sure if that's the Canadian border, but I think it's a Canadian border. It says 2020 worked, authorized, denied by Trump administration. 2021 received work papers under Biden. So like, you know, Trump obviously denied this idiot a license for good reason. You know, you shouldn't be giving these retards licenses and like just crazy shit, guys. This guy thinks he's back, you know, in whatever country he's from, trying to drive a flip, you know, God knows what. And they're just, you know, the Biden administration is just disgusting, handing out all these licenses to people. 3 people died now. This is crazy stuff, because you can't brake in time. This guy does an illegal U-turn like a nutcase, you know.
Driver would not have been on the road. So, but both states, sanctuary states, lenient illegal immigrant policies, and the result is more death.
So this driver is driving down in Florida. He ends up being arrested in the state of California. So did he drive all the way across the country? If you get an illegal driver's license in a state that allows this, you drive all over the map, and he's being charged with killing 3 people, a 37-year-old woman, a 54-year-old man who was from Miami, then a 30-year-old driver of that car, of that minivan. You could see in the video the minivan just before it hits. So you know, obviously, they're alive. And as soon as it hits, 2 of them die there on the scene. 1 was transported to the hospital. And the driver, if you are in an accident, have you ever been in an accident? You get so nervous. You have a reaction. The driver didn't even have a reaction, just looks back and sees that the minivan hit him, did a U-turn in the middle of the Florida Turnpike.
Well, no reaction when people died immediately on the scene.
Correct.
So you see the medical workers as well as first responders putting the white cloth over the body, and you still don't have a reaction after you see that. But I have multiple questions.
Yeah, 100%, man. I actually love the US is amazing. Like, guys, you know, because we wouldn't talk about this stuff on national TV in Ireland, because the national news in Ireland is a bunch of bitches, basically. Bunch of absolute losers, RT, News Talk. Fox News giving a great understanding of the philosophy, the psychology behind that. This guy killed 3 people on the spot. You know he knows he killed 3 people. Like, he hit these people hit the truck going flipping, 80 kilometers an hour. And then flipping, your man just doesn't even have a reaction. He's just there looking at the camera like a dodo, like, oh, what just happened? Like, and then they're putting the white cloth over the dead body, and he's still just standing there like, what just happened? Like, just complete, like, what are you, low IQ or something? Which, I mean, guaranteed low IQ. Like, how stupid can you be, guys? This is absolutely crazy. I had to react to this news story because I saw it just go mega viral. And I'm going to do way more American reactions as well. Just wait for those, guys. Because the shit that happens in the US with legal people and crime over there, it's out of control. Same thing's happening here in Ireland. The exact same shit. I would hazard to question how many illegal people are driving on Irish roads. I drive every day, guys. And I see the shit I see on the roads in the last 5 years, is gone through the roof crazy. The craziness that I see on Irish roads are insane, And it's due to people coming over that shouldn't be issued licenses. Crazy stuff.
First of all, who gave the test? Who administered the test? They should be banned.
You can only find out, right? Don't you have to sign off?
Just investigate. These weren't easy tests. My dad's a truck driver, so who gave the test? Was there someone helping him with the test because the guy doesn't speak English? Was the test given in a different language? I mean, there's so many questions about.
You can only read one of the 4 road signs.
That makes no sense.
That's insane. Dude, that is insane. Exactly. This guy, I like this guy on the left. He said, the guy issuing the license should be fired. And like any sort of people that are issuing licenses or doing stuff illegally like that, giving the people the test in different languages should be fired on the spot. Absolutely. It
was so interesting that he couldn't answer. They asked him 12 questions. He couldn't answer. He got 10 wrong.
Jesus.
They asked him different questions about what signs to read. He goes, the rules they had, the driver would never have been behind the wheel if he was be able to answer these questions. The driver failed the assessment, providing correct responses to 2 of 12 verbal questions, and only accurately identify 1 of 4 highway traffic signs. But the other thing is, doesn't the dead reaction remind you of Laken Riley's killer in the courtroom? Mm-hmm. I'm not saying that this guy's a mass murderer, like a killer, but he did kill people, and he doesn't seem to understand the gravity of the situation. The other thing is, I have a thorough appreciation. I kid around about driving that RV, but it was huge.
Right.
It is so hard to drive that car if you don't get training. In a million years, I would never drive anyone in that. Can you imagine if you put me in Russia and told me to drive an 18-wheeler. It's an accident waiting to happen.
Well, the company is based out of California, and according to the Miami Herald, the company took down its Facebook page on Monday. Google is now listing it as permanently closed. And then Sean Duffy said on Tuesday or yesterday, he said social media that there would be a federal investigation of this company, and said he's looking into how this driver got a commercial driver's license in California.
Since they have to cross state lines, the administration has to put a restriction when it comes to the CDL. If you're a CDL holder, I'm not trying to get into states' rights and all that. It's up to you to put pressure on your own state. But since most 18-wheeler drivers go across state lines, the feds should be able to have federal regulation.
I agree with you.
I'm Steve Ducey.
That's a good point, actually.
I'm Brian.
And the guy said, my father's a truck driver, so he would actually know. He said, if you're going across these state lines, and the U.S. is absolutely huge, right? So you're traveling all these different areas, trucking 40 hours, in a week and this kind of thing, in a few days. Like it should be federally, accessible database to see who is on these registers, like who's driving these massive trucks, I don't know if that even happens in Europe, lads, because there's like a Europe trucker's license that you have to get as well, like a commercial trucking license. And I actually know a lad that did trucking for a while, but it's absolutely ludicrous, guys. How the hell people can attain these things and it's be so cold and so, so maliced, just stone cold like Jason Voorhees after he just killed a bunch of people. It reminds me for the world of Jason Voorhees. Like those horror movies, he just killed 3 people. Man is just stone cold, it's like it's a psychopath, crackpot. But let me know your thoughts, guys. Like, comment, subscribe. If you want me to help push back against mainstream media, hit the join link underneath the video. Become a member for just €3 per month. Help support me. We have 18 members now, so I really appreciate you guys all. And I'll see you in the next one, guys. Peace.